Hello friends, I am your social science teacher Arundhati. Today we learn the unification of Germany, Italy and Britain in the 18th century from the time ranging from 1848 to 1871. Here in Europe, we already know there was a very chaos situation. So let me tell you how Germany got united. In 1848, Germany was ruled by many monarchs and they're very repressive and the people were not happy. Everyone want an elected government. So the first country, Prussia, they took a very prominent role to unify Germany. The Prime Minister Otto von Bismarck, he fought wars for 7 years with different countries like Austria, Italy, Germany, with all the monarchs. So 7 years long war was there. Then they could unite Germany under one nation where there were elections and King William I of Prussia was made the king of Germany who ruled the country with a very good discipline. They also elevate the system of banking, insurance, business, the legal system, the judiciary. Because under the repressive rulers, the system of governance were not at all good. So in 1871, Germany got its identity as a nation where leaders were elected in an assembly and the governance became strict and more orderly. Now let's come to the unification of Italy. Now come to Italy. The story of Italy was a bit different. Italy was divided into many small states. One state was Sadian Parliament. Another was ruled by the Italian princely house. The Pope also ruled some portions of Italy, and again some Spanish rulers were also there. The governance of Italy was so much divided into pieces that the people were really fed up of how all the region were ruled. There one of the most famous revolutionary character called Giuseppe Mazzini. He fought a lot to unify Italy. During the period 1830, he made lots of secret societies who worked to unify Italy and held this nationalist movement. Now, there was also another ruler called Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was very famous among the peasants and the whole poor masses. And he fought a lot. He united the South Italy and states of Sicily with the army marching and unifying the whole country together. Then he put the rule in the hands of Emmanuel II to rule the country in a better way. So this was the story how Italy got unified into a nation from different sources or different states. In Britain also there was lots of differences in cultures, in languages among the people. In Britain in 1688 there was lots of conflicts. Now what happened? Britain was mainly divided into 3 groups: the English, the Welsh and the Scottish or the Irish. After that, the supremacy of the English monarchy, the English seized the whole country and divided into 3 parts: Ireland, Scotland and England. But it is mainly ruled by the English people. And there was many ethnic differences, many differences in language, many differences in culture, many differences in politics. The English and the Welsh people took over Britain and they formed the Great Britain together. In Ireland also, there was a difference between the Catholic and the Protestant, but the Protestant took over. So, in short, it was a story of unification of Europe into different nations which was governed very well by their leaders. The people and the revolutionaries put these selfish kings who do not look after their subjects up outside their country and establish their government for their own good. So this was the story of Europe, and we finished the chapter over here. Till then, take care, goodbye, do like, subscribe and share the channel, and spare you 2 minutes and put a comment in the comment box. Till then, goodbye.
For more such interesting stuff, subscribe to our YouTube channel.